and welcome back to another episode of The Screening Room with Adenike. So today I'll be talking to you about a Royal Arts Academy production titled While You Slept. The movie was produced by Venita in Edo and it was directed by Desmond Elliott. That's the movie I'm going to be talking to you about today. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and I'll be right back.
This shouldn't be said anywhere you can't lie on a couch. You got pregnant. You had an abortion which took out your womb.
Alright guys, welcome back. So today, While You Slept, a Royal Arts Academy production produced by Venita in Edo and directed by Desmond Elliott. The movie features Edo, Venita Akpofure and Joseph Benjamin. The movie was about a particular couple, married couple, you know, they were so in love, everything was going well, they were happy, and then all of a sudden the husband just dies, like unexpectedly, just dies. And you know, the wife is left in mourning and she's sad and devastated, but while she's starting to put her life back together, this other woman shows up like, hold up, I'm also Mrs. Okoro. I'm also your husband's wife. And she was like, no, that's not possible. My husband did not have another wife. We don't have kids. And this new Mrs. Okoro was like, yes, I'm Mrs. Okoro as well. This is our 7-year-old son, da 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 da. So the original Mrs. Okoro was like, I don't understand. This is not possible. You know, she was devastated. And the movie just kind of took up from there, and it surrounded how a lot of things started happening. A lot of revelations started taking place after that, right? I'm going to stop right there. I'm giving this movie 3.5/5. What I loved about the movie, the storyline, very controversial, very conversational. I can remember watching it and I was just saying, talking to the screen and talking to myself like, that's not possible. I was calling my friend like, can you imagine? You know, if you're watching the movie with your family members or with your friends, it's that kind of storyline that's very conversational. It's a home video that you would enjoy watching with your family members and your friends. So that was really good about the movie. Another thing I loved was the production quality. Of course, Royal Arts Academy productions are always on point. Picture quality, Desmond Elliott directed it, so of course you know it's going to be good as well. You know, the cinematography and all of that, it was really good. You know, they really invested in, you know, good background music and all of that. They had that going for them. And another thing which I absolutely loved about this movie was Edo as the original Mrs. Okoro. You know, she really broke down and played that character well. I remember she had this particular monologue where it was just her and she was talking to the picture of her late husband, and she was crying, and you know, it was like up to like 3-4 minutes monologue, but she carried you in, she pulled you in, and she was crying, but she wasn't overacting. You know, it was just, she did it really well, you know. So I absolutely enjoyed that part of the movie. That monologue with Edo really made her shine in the movie, and I actually loved that about the movie as well. Venita Akpofure, on the other hand, who played the role of the new Mrs. Okoro, did play the role very well. You know, she could relate with the character, and it was enjoyable watching her. I've seen her in AY Script and a few other productions, and I just wasn't quite sure about her acting skills, but she did, you know, she did pretty good in this movie. And of course, Joseph Benjamin did great as well. He's always at the top of his game. However, the movie was not without flaws, like I always tell you guys, which is why, of course, I'm giving it a 3.5/5. In as much as I loved all of that about the movie, I will not be watching it again. One, because it was extremely long. It was like 2 hours long, and you could tell it was 2 hours long because I was just there, just waiting and waiting and waiting. You know, so it was really long, and it was not one of those movies that it to be long and you don't want it to finish. It was long, and you just keep checking like how many more minutes, you know. So it was really long. They dragged it out unnecessarily. There were lots of scenes I would have cut out to make it shorter than it, you know, than it actually was. And then because it was really long, there were a lot of dead scenes and boring scenes and dry scenes that just kind of made you feel like, oh, okay, nothing is happening. okay, we're getting there, but we're not quite there yet, you know. So that was another thing I didn't quite like about the movie. So another thing was that there were lots of gaps in the story. Like it was not consistent. For every question they posed, I had an answer, which wasn't supposed to be the case. You know, it was supposed to be like a question, and then I'll be like, yes, 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 you know. But I was like, okay, what if they had done this? That would have been the solution, you know. So there are lots of gaps. They didn't fill in the gap. They didn't block the gaps very well, and then they tried to do too much, you know, and they waited till the very end of the movie to just dump everything on us. It just kind of made it all long and draggy and a bit boring here and there. But overall, I think it was a really good movie, really good production. If at all this movie will be winning any awards, I think it might be for Edo's character as the original Mrs. Okoro, especially for that monologue that she had. Absolutely beautiful. But overall, 3.5 for While You Slept. I liked it. I thought it was a pretty good movie. Where did I watch it? I watched it on Uroko TV. I know you guys are going to ask me. So if you log on to Uroko TV, you're going to be able to watch the movie. It's right there, okay? All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I absolutely love and adore you guys. I really, really do. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your week and a beautiful weekend in the horizon. Mwah! Stay tuned. Make sure you stay subscribed. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.